Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA with your boy Ducky. Today we're going to be reading some cards for Jin-young and Momo. We're going to see what they think of one another, just get a general vibe of each of their lives, what's going on, and just finish off with some advice for each of them. So that's what we are doing today. Remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. Why is that? That is because we do not have Jin-young or Momo here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. So just keep that in mind and take everything that I say with a grain of salt, or 2 or 3, 87, however many grains you feel like. So without further ado, let's get started on Jin-young and Momo's reading. Alright, so we're gonna start with Jin-young's thoughts on Momo. What are Jin-young's thoughts on Momo? We got the Magician in reverse. Okay, let's keep going. Jin-young's thoughts on Momo. The Hanged Man. Okay. And let's get one more thought on Jin-young's thoughts on Momo. The Sun. Oh, wow. All 3 major arcana cards. So Jin-young, immediately what I'm seeing here is Jin-young thinks quite highly of Momo. Let's see some cards representing Momo's thoughts on Jin-young. The Wheel. Oh, another major arcana. Look at that. The Star. What the heck? Y'all, I shuffled this deck. I promise. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Wow. There are some strong emotions here between Jin-young and Momo. Immediately is what I'm sensing. So let's start with Jin-young's thoughts on Momo. First, when I saw this Magician in reverse, the Magician can talk about someone who's a great manifester, someone who has a lot of great skills, but sometimes uses these skills to manipulate. But because we got the Sun here, and we also got the Hanged Man, I feel like Jin-young believes that Momo is quite a prankster. She likes to joke around a lot. She likes to kind of like tease people and maybe like manipulate, but like in a playful way. Like it's nothing serious, especially with this Sun card. I think she just likes to play pranks. I feel like Jin-young sees Momo as quite a prankster. She's very silly. She likes to scare people, make them jump, just like play little joyful pranks that people will laugh at, So she's a very shiny, high-spirited, sunny personality is what I'm seeing how Jin-young views her. Now, also I'm seeing with the Hanged Man, Jin-young sees that Momo is very good at like going with the flow. She's very good at letting things go. If things get tough, she has such a great personality where she's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and just relax and it'll pass. This situation will pass. So I feel like the vibe I'm very much getting with these 3 cards coming out is just that Momo is very happy-go-lucky, high-spirited, bright, optimistic. She doesn't let anything like get her down for too long. And she loves to make jokes out of things. If something gets her down, she knows how to like move on by like creating a joke or making people laugh, which is very beautiful. I love that. Those are very good qualities. So now let's see Momo's thoughts on Jin-young. Here, Momo believes that Jin-young has great success that she sees that he's very successful in anything that he does, and she also sees that he is a little bit lucky. The wheel talks about having good luck, good fortune. So she sees that he has like luck on his side. Um, Whatever thing that he decides to do, whatever he tries to do, it seems that like he always is very good at it. Like she sees that he's just very good at a lot of the things that he applies himself to. And she also sees that he's optimistic too. Like the star is all about being bright, hopeful, optimistic of your dreams, of your goals, shooting like for the stars, reaching big. And she sees that within Jin-young. Momo sees that Jin-young is has high dreams, high goals. He wants to accomplish a lot of things, and a lot of the accomplish or a lot of the dreams that he wishes to accomplish, anything that he puts his mind to and works towards, he accomplishes, or he's very good at it naturally. She sees that he's just very naturally good at a lot of things, and also naturally has a lot of good luck on his side. And she also sees that he's very full of love with this Ace of Cups. This is a good omen. So a lot of people do I'll always ask me like, do you see any like relationship compatibilities with between two people? And I try not to get into that topic because I don't want this to be like a gossiping channel. I want it to be where we can look into celebrities' lives and get a little bit more of what they think of other celebrities and whatnot, but also respecting their energy and respecting their privacy. So I know it's a very fine line I'm treading. So for those of you that are asking like if Jin Young and Momo would be like a great partnership, immediately with the way that the cards show up, I would say yes. Like they very think highly of one another. But I do want us to stay away from that, and I just like feel like there's just very strong connection here, and it could just be like a friendly connection, and they think highly of one another. And this Ace of Cups can talk about being full of love, but you can express love in so many more ways than just romantically. You can love your family, love your friends, and it's still very loving. It just doesn't have to be romantic. But for those of you that are wondering, I do see that there is a good chance there for the two of them to really get along well in a more romantic sense. So that's all I'm touching on that subject, because we do want to respect some of their like romantic privacy and whatnot. So yeah, let's get some cards representing Jin Young's current energy. So we're just gonna do Jin Young's current energy and some advice for him. So let's get some cards representing Jin Young's current energy. The Hierophant, yes. What a great card. So many major arcana cards are showing up today. The Six of Wands. Yes, this is resonating so much with Momo's thoughts on Jin Young, that he's just so accomplished, so successful. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing here that Jin Young is accomplishing so much right now. These cards represent his current energy. The Hierophant is all about, having a good set structure of ethics, good code of ethics, good code or a way of life. He's learning a lot. He's working hard. And a lot of the things that he's learning and working towards, he's like achieving. He's being very successful with the Six of Wands showing up here. But a little bit of a downside here with the Seven of Swords in reverse is that he is kind of keeping some things to himself. The Seven of Swords is all about, it can talk about like lies, deceit, malice. And when this comes in reverse, it talks about like look after your possessions. To me, this is all about like keep some of your things to yourself. Like he is learning a lot of things, he's working towards a lot of things, and because he is very good at a lot of things and a lot of what he's working towards, he is being a little bit mindful of like keeping some of his best cards closest to him, keeping some of his best ideas closest to him, not really talking about them too much. Um, and so I really do see that showing up here. Because sometimes, if you're really good and you're really successful at a lot of things, and you have great organizational skills, you have great work ethic, it some like jealousy can stem um, from that. Like people can get jealous. So let's get a little bit more of this Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, look after your possessions. Don't trust too readily. So yeah, he's definitely in a place where he's like making sure he's not trusting people too much with his biggest goals or biggest plans. He's keeping those cards closest to him. So let's get some cards representing advice for Jin-young currently. Oh, Judgment, yes. Resonates so much with the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Lovers, wow. And Death, wow. So many. I'm just being so surprised with how many major arcana cards are showing up in this reading. The major arcana cards are the first 22 cards of the 78 card tarot deck. Bodhgaya. So I do have to look into this handy dandy reference book for this oracle card. So southern cards talk about healing. This is a southern card. It's in this sacred site is in India. Sanctuary. Oh yeah, that makes so much sense with everything that I'm seeing here. So this card talks all about like making sure the advice for Jin-young is to make sure he has a safe space for himself. To make sure he has a safe place to like come to every night or every morning, just to like have some kind of like a ritual safe space to like regroup, meditate, recharge, heal himself back up. Because he is going through some immense changes, and like the advice that I'm seeing here for him is to prepare for some big changes with this Death card. Like death is all about big transformations and good transformations. So there are some big changes that are coming, and he needs to prepare himself by like creating like a safe place for him, whether that's like his home or a studio in his home, maybe going outdoors and like where it's quiet and peaceful, where he can regroup and recharge. He's definitely going to need this because there's so many good things that I'm seeing coming his way, and especially with that Wheel of Fortune card that came out in regards to Momo's thoughts on Jin-young. She does see that he is very successful and he has a lot of good things going for him, and I feel like he's going to have more things coming to him that are great. So the advice I'm seeing here is to continue practicing good judgment, making sure he relies on his instincts. The Lovers is all about being decisive, making good decisions. If he feels that like he can't really trust someone too much, to really trust himself, trust his instincts, trust those feelings, and be decisive. If he feels he can't fully tell someone about his upcoming plans, then don't tell that person. Maybe give them just a little bit, just enough to like so they can be satisfied and be like, oh, okay, but like don't disclose like his major plans. That's what I'm seeing. The advice here with the Lovers is to be decisive. This is all about making decisions, trusting your mind and your heart, using your mind and your heart together to make great decisions, knowing what you're going after. Practicing good judgment, to really trust himself with all these changes that are coming and all these decisions he's making, to trust his judgment, that he knows what's best for him. Um, he's got a great set of plans. He's very organized. He's very good at like a lot of the things he works towards. So just make sure for him to create a sanctuary, a safe place for him to like retreat and regroup himself for all these big changes that are going to happen, and to just trust himself. If he feels like he can't really trust someone, or someone's kind of like looking, spying on him, well then yeah, like definitely trust that, and don't give them too much information, because this, it could be like someone who might be jealous, um, or trying to get ideas, because he does seem to be a very highly motivated, highly successful, highly intelligent, and highly creative individual, is really what I'm seeing here. So that's it for Jin Young's reading. Let's get to Momo's general reading. Interesting, interesting. So let's shuffle these cards and get a, whoa. We'll bring that back to the deck. We'll put it back in there. Also, I'm so sorry I did not post a video yesterday. I was very committed to crocheting a scarf for my sister, and then I just lost track of time, honestly, and then I was just really tired, and sometimes whenever I feel very drained, I decide not to do tarot readings because I feel like the quality isn't as good, or maybe I can't communicate what I'm seeing in the cards as well. So today I'm running on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, so I definitely am recording this a little bit earlier than I normally do. That way I don't have to worry about it later in the day. And also stay tuned. I might start streaming live on here on YouTube and doing some free tarot card readings for you all on anything you're all wondering about. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be exciting. So let's get started on Momo's reading. Let's see what Momo's current general energy is like right now. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, they both are just in a very good spot, it seems. Like, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. I love that. Strength in reverse. Okay, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, but we'll see what the next card shows up. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, maybe some retail therapy is going on for Momo. So I see this 10 of Pentacles showing up here first. The 10 of Pentacles is all about absolute monetary wealth, physical abundance, so much abundance here in the 3D, like anything that's tangible. So it does seem that Momo has a lot to work with. Maybe she's gaining a lot of money, maybe she has inherited something from like her work, her career, or this also can talk about, you know, creating new traditions, creating family traditions and stuff like that. But it also can talk about inheritance, inheriting money and stuff like that. But I do kind of feel like she is, with this strength card showing up in reverse, maybe she's not feeling the best right now. So in order to feel better, she's doing a little bit of retail therapy. Maybe she's going shopping a lot more, doing a lot more things on her own, creating her own traditions. You know, like maybe she's allowing herself to spend more money on herself. Um, yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing here, because currently with the strength card in reverse, maybe she is feeling a little bit like not so great, not so healthy, not so strong, maybe physically. It could be mentally, emotionally. And I think it could be like a breakup of some sort, or something of not getting along. I'm seeing this 3 of Pentacles. And so like the 3 of Pentacles is all about people coming together and working well together. Like, look at this card. These 3 women are dialoguing. They're conversing, they're talking with one another. and it seems like they're getting along. But when this comes in reverse, to me, this talks about like people are just not really working well together. And I feel like maybe she's being outcasted. Maybe like she's not, things aren't working well between her and other people, and maybe she's not feeling the best. Maybe she's feeling left out. Like I'm noticing this man in the background. Maybe that's her. Maybe she's feeling left out about something, and it's making her feel like she's not good enough. So what she's doing to make herself feel good is like maybe she's like going out and spending some money on herself right now, or maybe she's just doing things alone. She went out traveling by herself, spent some money on herself, went splurging, maybe spending time with family, creating new family traditions, types of stuff. But there is something going on here where like it seems like she's not getting along well with some other people, and maybe she's feeling outcasted, she's feeling isolated, she's they're making her feel bad. So instead of like allowing them to continue to make her feel bad, she's kind of going and doing her own thing by like spending some money on clothes for herself so she could feel better. So let's get some advice from Momo. The world in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles, yes. Judgment, wow. Look at this. Judgment card showing up as advice cards for both Jin-young and Momo. Interesting. So let's start with this Judgment card. The advice for Momo as well, one of the advices is for her to really trust her own judgment, trust her own intuition by being like, if you know, like she feels like she's not working well with these people or they are not willing to work with her, to trust herself, you know, own her power, own her Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles loves the more lavish, luxurious things in life, and so it's great. I really do feel that it's great for her to create this new tradition of like spending more money on herself, allowing herself to like splurge and go on shopping sprees for herself so she can, you know, buy the clothes that she wants so she can feel more regal, more royal. That's what I'm seeing here. The advice also I'm seeing here is to trust her good judgment. You know, like if someone doesn't treat her as well as she treats them, to trust that and to focus her attention more on those who treat her kindly rather than these people that like she tries to be kind to, and it seems like sometimes they're just a little bit negative and make her feel insecure, make her feel like she's not good enough, she's not strong enough, and all that type of stuff. Because the Queen of Pentacles is the most caring and nurturing out of the four queens. And so she is very nurturing, she's very caring, and she has high levels of empathy. And sometimes I feel like maybe people take advantage of that, or they just don't treat her as well as she treats them. So the advice I'm seeing for her is to really trust her judgment and really pay attention to like the way people treat her. Like do they reciprocate and treat her kindly, make her feel good just as she loves to make others feel good, or do they make her feel bad about herself? And if they make her feel bad about herself, like there's no need to reach out. Like the advice for her with this world in reverse is to don't even worry about talking about these things. Sometimes like it seems that she's very sweet and she always wants to know why, like why are they so mean to me, or like why are they acting this way to me. Sometimes it's best not to even like try and get that closure. The world in reverse is all about unfinished business, like, and to me this card can, as advice, it can talk about you don't need closure all the time. Like trust yourself in knowing that like those that love you for who you are will make you feel good just like you like making them feel good about themselves as well. And you don't need to really confront the people that are being rude to you, like, because it's not really going to get anywhere. So there's no point in doing that. So might as well just keep on spending your coin, spending money on having fun with like friends that you do enjoy spending like money on clothes to make you feel good, you know, so you can look your best and feel your best. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Momo. So let me know what you thought of this video. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you did not. And if you did not like the video, let me know why. Give me some constructive criticism. I just ask that you be nice about it, you know? So actually, I forgot to get an oracle card for Momo. How rude of me. Medina, North, Wisdom. This is a northern card, which is all about like wisdom, like trusting your head. You know, you're wise enough to know. You know, tenacity. Yeah, be strong. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Be strong. She just needs to stay strong, because some people kind of just like look at this very graphic picture. Like some people kind of just want her head on a platter. Like not literally, like in a metaphorical sense. Like some people just want to like make her feel bad, and but she's always here like being very sweet, you know. She's always very sweet, she's very kind to people, and some people aren't that sweet, and she just needs to stay away from those people if they're not sweet to her, and treat her with the same amount of joy and kindness that she gives them. Give that joy and kindness to others, you know, that do make her feel good. So that's it for this reading. Let me know what you thought. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated. Thanks so much for being here. I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.